So when we first met, we had a nice chat about where you wanted to go with the residency.
Yeah.
And your initial idea was to make a book.
But I changed it 1,000
And then you
times.
did. So I think we still ended up with a book, but I think the initial idea was to make a book where there was a page made every single day of your
But
residency.
experiments, yeah.
Which initially my thoughts were, how would we make that into an editionable thing that sounded like a singular object?
Exactly.
So we wanted to create something that we could edition and make multiples of, but that also encompassed the book element. So yeah, so you went away.
Yeah, no, because after my, it was in the middle of the December when I came here for the first time.
Yeah, it's a winter.
And we had a chat. You know, in that moment, my idea changed completely, because when I arrived and I saw everything here, when you introduced me a lot of possibilities that I can, can have here, I can use them. Yeah, in that moment, I changed the proposal, and I proposed that we can do a wearable book. Actually, the Karazinname that we named that after. The book that you can wear it, and you can show the story. You can have also storytelling. You can have also the perform. Yeah, but the best thing that happened here, that was the vision that you gave me about how we can produce the thing. This diversity of our approach to the matter and the materials and the papers. That was amazing. Finding out this kind of papers, it was a great Luna Park, actually.
That's the thing, because we had a look. You decided you wanted to use lots of different substrates, so that was sort of thick papers, Japanese papers, fabrics. So we got all the swatches out.
Normally I was not going to take the very thin papers.
Yeah.
I was thinking about always, these heavy gram papers.
Yeah, all the ones you chose.
600, 400.
Yeah.
Then, we find out that the Kozo is the best one. It's so, delicate. It's working, actually.
Yeah.
It's so powerful.
The Kozo is almost like skin. But then once we picked the different substrates, it was then a matter of how are we going to print on those substrates. So the Bockingford, which is a really, really heavy, thick paper, how are we going to print onto that? What are we actually going to put onto that in terms of imagery? So we digitally printed the heavy paper, and then you wanted islands on there made of gold.
Yeah, because the idea was going also as the realization of the project. An idea. It was amazing. They were going parallel in a parallel mode, because I was writing all of the ideas, combining them. Each day when I was here, that I was knowing different machine, the possibilities, and the printings. So it was something like the practice of Olympic,
Yeah.
the mind and matter together.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Oh, the last one that you're going to sign.
Sign the last one. So these are screen prints. So not only did we do the book, but we did a separate edition that was the beautiful imagery that you did, but as a screen print, as a separate print. So I think in your time here, we basically used every single machine and process that you can possibly use.
3 sheets.
Destroy the screen. We don't talk about that. So when I was telling you about all the different processes, that's basically the book that you've made has encompassed every single element. So we've got digitally printed, we've got UV printed, we've got laser cut elements, we've got relief printed elements, screen print, gilding glue. Yeah, every single process.
That was the sense of the residency. When you're here, you need to create a product that you can combine all of these possibilities in a one body of work. So you used everything, and you combine the how can we call it? Not multimedia, but not mixed media, but I mean that it's transmedia production, actually.
Yeah. And I think that the important part is that it doesn't look contrived. All of those elements blend together really lovely.
Yeah,
so
you can install them. The result will be a big installation with this, with the silks, with the drawings, with this, with our laser cuts. Yeah, like everywhere. Yeah, with this. These laser cuts, I mean, some of them we have that we the printed in the behind, and well, actually it's the Karina's one.
Oh, that's Karina's one.
I wrote here.
Yeah, that was in the drawer. But what's lovely is that your imagery, your drawing, sort of draws everything together and makes everything fit together. So even though we have all of these different processes, you've got the gold leaf that's on the heavy paper, the gold leaf goes onto the Japanese paper. You've got the black silk, which still has the imagery from the laser cut elements. So all of those elements sort of tie in together to create one really beautiful piece of work.
I was thinking about creating a poetry that the poetical words, they can go from one verse to the other one. You can create a labyrinth between the colors, shapes, concepts, and the forms. So they can they can have a playful dance together on a one sheet.
It does, it does, and it really works.
Yeah, I mean,